Okay, so continuing on then with the review, I've only got 9 minutes 40 of recording time on each shot, so I'll have to keep on starting again. That's not a problem. Let's just have a look at the cast parts that are included in the kit. I just removed some of the bearings and handrail knobs that are included. There's another bearing there that needs to go. Here you can see the lost wax cast chimney, dome. Very nicely done. Don't know if you can see that there. Very nicely cast indeed. Not much in the way of seam lines. It should look very nice once cleaned up. Minimal cleanup required. If you want to remove the stem here, best way to do that would be with a piercing saw. If you try and do it with pliers, you'll ruin your pliers. It's very, very tough material. The chimney, I can show you that. Hopefully that's on in shot there. The chimney itself, again, very, very nicely cast. Very slight seam line there. I can't even feel that. It almost looks like it's turned. Nice hollow into the chimney there. And once that's cleaned up again, that should look really, really nice on the model. Various other valves here just included, all in lost wax. Here's the ram's bottom safety valve. I'll be using the IVAT style valves on this particular locomotive, but again a nice casting there, no problem at all. And here we have the safety valves, the whistle and the smoke box dart. These safety valves, I don't know if you can see that, hopefully that's in shot, to me don't look quite as good. Same with the whistle, so I'm probably going to replace those with turned brass ones. I'll show you those later on. Here's another cast sprue, effectively in lost wax. Got the vacuum pipes and the steam pipes. Again, quite nicely done. A little bit of sort of flash and a little bit of moulding problem there. So again, I may replace those, but they are usable and they should look quite nice on the model. Moving on now to the tender. I'll just put the instructions on the floor. So the tender's the next part. That's all included within the kit. And again, similar sort of format with the instructions for the Class D Sterling tender. Historical notes included, a few construction notes. Very similar to last time. List of the parts there that are included. Bit of detail there, a few pictures just to help with the construction, and probably the most useful thing is the front and rear elevations here, and you can just see the flaring on the top of the tender there. That could be a little bit problematic. You've got to form that yourself. That's probably going to be one of the trickiest parts of this build, just to get all of that even along this flare, just at the back there as well. Tricky, but not impossible, hopefully. Let's have a look at the etches for the tender frames. Quite straightforward. As you can see, they provided you with cutouts to enable you to put springing in there if you wish. There's the side frames, and I don't know if you can pick it up, but it's got EM, OO and P4 spacers there, 3 of each type. So you can build this to the same gauge as the locomotive that you're building, and little tabs there, or maybe they're the tabs, I'm not quite sure, where these stretchers go across. So no problem with that whatsoever. And then here is the etching for the tender itself. Now this is, as I said, an older kit. This says 1993 there, so getting on for 25 years old. Again, no slot and tab construction on this. That's the sort of tender foot plate there. We do have etched, half etched lines running along there to help us line everything up. But again, it's going to be a case of building this and squaring it all up. That's going to be the tricky part with this. any sort of wonkiness will be magnified when you build it, so you just got to take your time. It won't fall together, but it should turn out into quite a nice kit. We've got the side frame detail here, there's nice etching on that, and basically you just need to take your time, ensure everything's square, and the beauty of soldering, of course, is that you can, if you make a mistake, go back and do it again. So that's the etch for the tender. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. As I say, the worst thing's probably going to be forming that tender flare, and there we go, you can see it there. So we've got to get these joins lined up all around the corner at the top of the tender. That's going to be the trickiest part on this. Tender rails there, quite delicate, they'll need fitting obviously, but again, should turn out into quite a nice model. The final bits and pieces just included are a few bits of brass wire for the pickups, maybe handrail wire, and everything else like that. So quite a nice kit. And oh, sorry, just one bit that I have forgotten, just the white metal castings for the tender. We've got a few nuts and bolts there. They look like, are they 8BA or 10BA? Not sure. Anyway, a few bits for the tender there. Short handrail knobs there supplied, which is nice. And then we have the white metal castings for the axle boxes. These are a little bit flashy. See if you can see that there. Hopefully the camera's just focused on that now. So a little bit flashy on the white metal castings. Space for the bearings inside there if you're going to use them. I'm not. But you know, a little bit of clean up and just super glue those on is probably the best thing to do with those. So overall, oh, and there's one extra thing actually that was included. Sorry, I keep on forgetting bits because it's my first review. Just get rid of those. Also included in the kit are some of these. These are, I think these are Allen Gibson 4mm sprung buffers with a round base parallel. They're included, which is nice. I don't like white metal cast buffers. They always look a bit clunky to me, so it's nice to have the sprung metal ones included with the kit. So that's the kit overall. I think it's a very nice kit indeed. It should build up quite well. Obviously, as with all these sort of kits, you do just need to take your time, ensure everything's square, and obviously take your time with the chassis. That's the most important bit. Now we've had a look at the kit, I'll just show you the extras that I've got in order to finish the model and make it a working model train.